Hey everybody, how are y'all doing today on this beautiful Friday evening? A little update on the weather that came through early this morning. There was a confirmed EF0 in a community that's probably about 15, 20 minutes from where I'm at. Now, if you don't know the scale of the wind speeds or how big it is, EF0, even though it's the weakest of the tornadoes. It'll move your lawn furniture around. I think somewhere along the baseline winds 70, 80 miles an hour. Somewhere along that line, I could be wrong, but the winds ain't very strong, but it can move furniture around, do some damage to shingles, move your car around fairly well if you're out driving. But as far as I know, nobody's been hurt. As far as the ones in Alabama, I shall say that nobody's gotten hurt from at least the one confirmation of a tornado we got. But with that being said, I was going to get on here and talk about the Mennonite community. They're pretty close to the same beliefs and lifestyles the Amish they are. There are a lot of differences as far as their beliefs, but uh, if you wanted to compare, they're basically almost just like the Amish. But anyway, where I live out here in northeast Alabama, the closest Amish community we had was somewhere up in Tennessee. I think like a couple of hours from where I live. And I've always been fascinated with the Amish and Mennonite lifestyle, and I've always wanted, to meet them and talk to them, and get to know them and everything. But a couple of years ago, we had a Mennonite community move down from, if I remember right, Pennsylvania. And at the time they moved down, I had pretty much destroyed my knee and had to get it took care of and wasn't really able to get around. And it took a year for me to be able to get back to walking and, get back to a normal lifestyle. So when I was able to do that, now when it comes to sitting down and talking to the Mennonite community, it's kind of a hit and miss if anybody in there will actually talk to you because they're kind of wary of outsiders wanting to talk to them, which I can understand. You don't know if they're going to make fun of you, if they're actually serious about what they're wanting to know. But they ended up opening a store that pretty much sells home baked goods, uh, vegetables, plants that you can buy, plants or even seeds that you could start your own garden with. So one day, me and my dad went up there, and I got to talking to one of the elderly gentlemen up there that was running the store, and I was like, would you be willing one day, if you had the free time to sit down? I wouldn't mind having a talk with you and get to know y'all, have a better understanding of y'all's community. And he was willing to, as long as I, wasn't going to record none of it or something like that, which, I respected it. And 2 weeks later, we had our meeting. And guys, I sat down, talked to him. He invited me over to his house, and I was able to eat supper with him and his family, and got to know them. And they're pretty nice people. From the outside looking in, we might find their lifestyle strange, but in all reality, if that's what's best suits them, I'm not going to judge them for it. It's basically back to the lifestyle from the all the way up until, electricity and, the United States switched over to what it was, but they lived a simple lifestyle. They want to be able to, live the simple life and be closer to God and everything, and I'm not going to judge them for it, but, overall, they were really nice people. They answered every question I had and, showed me around, and I was I was thoroughly impressed with everything I saw. But some of the most beautiful houses you ever met, and their handcrafted furniture and everything else they make was pretty nice. And my cousin actually bought a swing that they had built, and she bought it not long after they opened their store. And it's one of the most sturdy, reliable swings I ever sat in. It was pretty comfortable. And the one thing I learned that I thought was pretty fascinating, I was like, if somebody from the outside world wanted to convert over to be a Mennonite, would it be possible? And the way he explained it to me is, yes, it's possible. What you would do is you'd meet with the elders, or at least the leaders of the community, and have a sit down and talk with them. And they'll ask you basic questions. If this is really something you want to do, and for your reasoning behind it, if it's a legitimate reason you're doing it for, your own personal beliefs and everything, and just not wanting to run from the law or whatever. And then he said that you'll be put on a probationary period for a month, and you will live with a sponsor family, which will take you into their home and show you their ways, their rules, and how they live life, what they do, what you can and can't do. And after that month, you will decide if that's something a lifestyle you want to continue living, or go back to the real world. And if you decide it's a lifestyle that you want to live and you're genuine about it, they will adopt you in the community. And eventually you'll be able to get your own little spot and build your house and, live life as they do, which I thought was pretty neat. And I've often considered it myself, but, I ain't 100% certain if there's something I want to do or not, but I am fascinated by the lifestyle. And I've gone on to be pretty good friends with some of them, and they're pretty nice to talk to. I answer any question they have about the lifestyles, that some of us outsiders have. And, that if you get a chance to meet some of them, I'd suggest is, it's just a matter of finding the ones that'll actually sit down and talk to you. And on you'll thoroughly enjoy getting to know them. Anyway, I hope everybody has a good rest of their day and stay safe out there. And I will see y'all in the next video.